It's your guy, Big Blake Huffington, BratsAllArea.com. Listen, Mannheim, K-Town, Frankfurt, Livorno, Nuremberg, Zweibrücken, Baumholder. Respect for representing and responding to the call to show up. I know this event is expensive, but honestly, we could talk about what it costs you a little bit later. I also know it's time consuming, and I know how emotionally taxing it is Sunday morning, like after reunion when everybody's saying goodbye to one another. But I gotta be honest with you. When I was helping, let me tell you why I'm here. Just so that you understand. When I was helping, it was always my goal to make this reunion a free event. I would like to see Corey get this thing to a point where all he has to say is, Brats, we're having a reunion. This is the date. This is the location. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. So before I got involved, I watched one reunion. I helped with two. And then a couple years later, I was in Vegas deciding how far away from this event I wanted to be. So believe it or not, this year I provided zero input. I made zero decisions. I gave zero fucks about the all-area reunion. I didn't care about what it had become once the decision was made to be a legitimate business entity. And the reason why I say that is because when things needed to start happening so that Corey could run a successful business, things just got super weird to me. As a matter of fact, with that sentiment in mind, it was only that Thursday that I decided to come to Atlanta, and I gotta be honest with you, I'm glad I did. So, a few months ago, me and my wife were in Atlanta on a short, a weekend trip type deal. And because I had been so disconnected from the Brats this cycle, I had to actually call your guy and ask him where the hotel was. I wanted to see where in the city it was located. And it just so happened that I was staying in the VRBO, right across the street from the hotel, and I didn't even know it. I could actually see it from my balcony. So while Corey was there, I was there at the same time. Our paths crossed for less than an hour. But the salesman he is, Corey tried to bait me into talking. He tried to talk me into taking a tour with him. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I told the bro, you can have this headache all by yourself, right? So a lot of people probably want to know how I got involved in the first place. I hear all the chatter about me not being a brat, blah, 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 blah. So first and foremost, you're wrong. I'm a brat. I'm a veteran. I'm a husband, father, brother, son, friend, mentor. And the list goes on and on and on. But I remember telling Corey to kick rocks when he asked me to help him the first time. I told him that he couldn't afford to pay me. And I was pretty much right. So he left me alone. Then a year later, he asked again. I mean, this guy. But the difference in his ass this time was he led with how many people he had in a Facebook group. And when I heard the number, a light bulb dinged off in the top of my head. Ping! No Diddy. But seriously, I was like, what? Those numbers are crazy. So, to anyone that was sitting at a table or holding up a wall in the back of that ballroom, just in case you hadn't heard it yet, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for Corey. Because I can honestly tell you that I don't know what it's like to give and give some more, even when it means losing skin from my back. I mean, I don't know what it's like to love unconditionally or to care so much about a thing that I'd sacrifice my sanity for it. I didn't understand it then, and I don't understand it now. But make no mistake, that doesn't mean I'm not like you. It means that I'm not like him. Oh, that's crazy. So remember when I said light bulb? It was because when I heard the number of people in the group, I was thinking about all the stuff I could do to make this event super successful. Website, merch, contest, blah, blah, blah. Wait, let me explain something. So even though I said merch, please understand that money never, ever, ever, ever entered my thought process. The merch portion was strictly for brand promotion and recognition, and we struggled about pricing all the time. So what I wanted to do was I genuinely wanted access and the opportunity to implement processes and workflows that I could take from the Brats and bang big businesses over the head with it for a fee, of course, right? Because I could show them a live portfolio of successful implementation. So the first reunion for me was San Antonio, and behind the scenes, it was sort of like a shit show. And I know I came in hot. So I came in hot because hot is my default setting, right? It's who I am. It's what I do. It's how I determine who's going to be a good teammate. It's how I determine how that teammate is going to respond in times of pressure and maybe even crisis. It's sort of like a pop-up stress test. I rub a ton of people the wrong way, and I know it. All I can say in defense of me is to know me, it really is to love me, and it's just not cliche. Ask anybody who's met me face to face, right? So at that time, I didn't know anyone in San Antonio, and I still don't. But the stories I was hearing about what was going on behind the scenes were troubling to me, and the space didn't possess what I consider to be traits of an event that had longevity. I think I'm glad I'm being proven wrong, right? From an ownership and management viewpoint, the things that I saw then are like some of the same things I see right now from some of the pop-ups, pull-ups, roll-ups, roll-os, whatever you want to call them, right? People are hunting for the cash grab moments and not the light bulb moments. And that's shameful because I've learned through many years of trial and error that it's extremely difficult to find anything in the dark. So listen, when you talk to other brats about this event, the all-area event, because I know you will, do me a favor. Let them know that Corey doesn't do this for the money. He does it for the memories. Holy shit. Yo, how cliche does that sound? But listen, let them know, like many of these Rolo events, this event operates in the red almost exclusively. And when he's forced to charge us for attending, it's never to line his pockets. It's to line your spirit with great memories. Yeah, it's to have you leave an event with great memories, feelings, and experiences. And so I have one last question. Like at the end of the day, how much are those things worth to you?